Hello from Delmarva, and welcome back to Shorebilly Farmer. So I'm here with Charles Paparella, and he is from WBOC in Salisbury, Maryland. Now, how long have you been following people with a camera for money? I mean, that sounds a little creepy, but
yeah,
but
they
it's legal.
know about it.
But it's legal. They know about it.
They know.
Okay, all right.
You know, it's only when they don't know that that's a problem.
Okay.
I guess about going on 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah. A lot has changed since I've seen you.
Yes.
And so it's 2 years ago we met.
Yep.
And the farm's you're going broke.
Yeah, we're going broke, as we plan every year.
You plan to go broke every year.
Yeah, we have expanded. Of course, we've bought some new equipment, used equipment, to help make our farm a little more profitable, a little more efficient. And the biggest issue that we deal with is, because I have a full-time job, our farm would never sustain itself, let alone pay us a salary as it sits now, being a first-generation farmer. So we, with our 9-to-5 job, we're starting to run into issues of trying to get crops in on time, have the crops harvested on time, sprayed, just taken care of. So as we've evolved, we've gotten larger and larger equipment to make ourselves more efficient. And now that I feel that we have the equipment, that we could once again start looking into expanding the land. So it's kind of a step process. You go up in land until you max out what your equipment can do, then you revamp your equipment to be able to do more land, and then you step your land up. And
No, I've never inspired anybody to do anything except get angry. So, and you used the word inspired. Now that's right. Whoa, honey, look at this. Tell me what happened.
Well, when we met you 2 years ago, we met you because of honoring Delmarva farmers. And, you know, we were talking about it, that being on that show and telling our story and being able to talk about how he is a first-generation farmer and we are a first-generation farm family, and everything that goes into it, it's not a normal type of situation that you find a lot of people or a lot of farmers in. You've got a lot of third-generation farmers or even fifth or sixth-generation farmers, but not a lot of first-generation farmers. And just, you know, every year the trials that we go through and the successes that we go through on a yearly basis just to keep our farm going, I find it to be a very inspirational story. So we were just talking that kind of gave us the inspiration to start this YouTube channel. Richard, I think, is blessed with the ability to really dumb things down, and I say that in the kindest of words because I need it. I didn't come from, you know, an ag family, so this is all new to me too. And I just think it's neat that he has that ability to be able to explain things at a very easy level for anyone to understand, kids, adults that don't know anything about farming. So with that, I said, you know, you really should do something like this. We watch a lot of those YouTube farmers, and they talk about their daily lives and they talk about what they're doing, but they never actually go into the specifics of farming and what specifically they're doing and why they're doing it. And I feel like he has that ability to be able to explain that, and I feel like that needs to be shared and it needs to be told.
The best part of what I do is getting to hang out with beautiful people like these guys, and their channel is awesome. They're awesome people. It's an honor to be in Shorebilly Farmer.
Well, thank you.
That's probably the pinnacle of my career. It really is.
He was paid to say that. By the way, I'll give you that $20 later.
That's fine.
Okay,
That's
all
fine.
right.
You just put it on the account. So much. Thank you.
Well, thank you again for coming out.
It was my
I
pleasure.
appreciate it. I thought he'd never leave. No, we're blessed to have him come and interview us. That was a real pleasure and treat. We're making it a big time, Mama. We work on it all around here. So we are on our way to disc the last 50 acres, get it ready for soybeans. That way Eugene can plant. It's very hot outside. We just got almost 2 inches of rain. And today I think is the first day that we'd really be able to get on it without it being wet. We don't want it to be tacky, but it's one thing we learned with this landall. So we're gonna hook this thing up. I'm gonna take little man with me. And we're gonna go get this acreage done, knocked out, finito, finished, move on to the next thing. Disking this field should be the last time we have to use these landalls this year, except for in the fall. Unless, when we're cutting wheat, we come across some areas that are rutted up real bad or just need to be leveled out. We might tickle over just those spots, but we're not going to be disking all of the wheat straw in. We're just going to no-till right into it. And that's done for a couple of reasons. One is leaving that wheat straw on top helps keep the weed pressure down because the ground is shadowed by all the wheat straw. Two, we don't want to disc up that late in the year, which is usually about 1st of July when we plant our soybeans behind wheat, because moisture is at a premium and we don't want to disc it up and lose that moisture. There's a third reason actually that I don't want to disc in wheat straw, especially out on my farm, is if you leave the wheat straw a little tall and plant into it, it's a little bit harder for the deer to get at those young beans and eat them. So we're hoping out on my farm, where we have a lot of deer pressure, that leaving that straw a little longer will help combat some of the deer damage. That's not going to combat maybe but half of it, but if it combats half of it, I'd be tickled to death. And then tonight, we have a surprise for the kids. Not telling, I ain't telling. I hope you can see where we're going. It's pretty dusty for being 2 inches of rain just the other day. It's amazing how long that moisture takes to get out of the soil in the spring when the temperatures are cooler versus in the summertime when you've got sunlight and it's 90-some degrees outside. I mean, that moisture just disappears quickly. I hate to even be out here disking and losing it, but we got to do a final pass. Otherwise, it'll be real bumpy and we'll be dealing with that mistake all year long. Especially me, since I do all the spraying. I'll be beating and banging over all the little lumps from cutting it at an angle. That's why we want to disc with the planter. But it is disking pretty though. See the little dot on the hood? The little bar sticking up?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to wind up.
Oh, okay. You're doing pretty good. It takes a while to get used to it.
America!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boom. Mommy's here. Hey, Mommy.
Hi.
Where's Reese Poo? Hi. Annabelle's asleep back there. Or is she faking? Goodbye. There you go. I didn't think he was ever going to leave. What? Don't act like you would share your cookie. I know you guys wouldn't. Well, that's it. The last 50 acres is done. And all Eugene's got to do tomorrow is plant it. And as soon as I get off work, while he's planting, I'm going to go side dress 60 acres of my corn, 2 different farms. So I've got to take the spray tips back off the sprayer, put the drops on, and then go side dress some nitrogen on corn. So that's what my job tomorrow is going to be. Things are really popping up around the farm. See what I did there? Get it? Dad jokes. What can I say? They came out of my database. Dad. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate it. We're kicking back and having some fun. Me and the family. Hi, Miss Shorebilly. Hi, little Billy. Hi.
Hi! Hi! Hi!
There's a-
Hi! Hi! Hi!
We're taking a break from farming. Although we don't have time to run far away and do an actual vacation, when you got a view like this and you can watch your crops grow, this'll do. Good enough. And I mean, if we were at a campsite, the kids couldn't be pyromaniacs and burn stuff and hit each other with lit cinders. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Goodbye from Delmarva. Shorebilly Farmer, out. Running dead.
Okay.
So during filming, I made a mistake. I know it's hard to believe, but it does happen.
Well, we made a big mistake, because you know why?
Why?
Because his name is Paparella, not Paparelli.
That's correct.
He's a good man. He deserves to have better.
That's right. He does deserve to have better. And it is my mistake. And Mr. Paparella was too nice of a man to correct me and say, listen here, Shorebilly, it's Paparella, not Paparelli. So I apologize to Charlie. And if you get a chance, check out Travels with Charlie on WBOC, Channel 16. He covers all of Delmarva, and he shows all the neat intricacies that are Delmarva. That is the soul of Delmarva that makes up Delmarva. So check him out, Travels with Charlie, WBOC. And Charlie, I apologize. I had your name wrong, and I cannot believe you did not correct me. So next time, smack me around a little bit and remind me, Shorebilly, get it right.